welcome. I'm having a little trouble getting the live stream going.
We have about 3 more,
Okay.
and that is sneaking in and taking those boxes.
Seems like we got it. Yeah, so
We've got sketches.
and live streamers, I believe you can hear me, but you just can't see me. If this is true, would you please write something in the chat? And I think this is the best we can do with live stream today. So Robin or Helen on live stream, this is kind of fun, talking to the angels in the sky. The audio is working. Okay, so I'll try to be really clear with my words. We've been having issues with the live stream, but we're gonna get it fixed next week. Fingers crossed. So here's my voice for the live streamers. Welcome, and welcome everybody in the space. Some new faces. Hi, I'm Asiana. Great to meet you. Great to be with you all. We have just a few more minutes. Let's all have a couple blocks and a blanket if we don't already. And settle in. There we go. So, yeah, what's happening? I'd like to hear from anyone, from all of you. Is there any special requests? Any energies that feel alive for you right now? Just gonna be happening. I'm just gonna watch your bodies, see the responses. And feel free to, share with your voices too. If anything is coming up. Well, today, as we are settling in, we've just entered into the eclipse portal. We're on the other side of the new moon, so just freshly on the other side of the new moon. So I want to just invite us to continue to kind of peek between the layers of our experience. And in these eclipse seasons, it's not so much about like intending something to manifest in our lives, but the manifestation is already here and what wants to release in order for us, let me rephrase that, what wants to unhook, dissolve in order for us to receive the manifestation that's right here, right now. Does that make some sense? So sometimes it's right here, but it's often concealed. So, as we get to practice together, I'm actually going to bring us into a little bit more toning with our own voices today. So toning with sound, which is associated with space. So as we ripple space sound through the body, right? Air billows our fire body. Here we go. That fire body warms our water body, purifies our earth body, which then opens up the access points for us to see, feel, be in our vitality, right here, all the time, present, right? All time in a single moment. So simple. There's a breath called a theta breath. It's kind of like a hiss. voice, but it's more like a TH sound, like a snake with a lisp, if you will. So the tongue is behind the front top two teeth. Theta breath. And this breath actually, when you bring it inside, it can help depolarize the tissues, right? It can create a ripple through the tissues. So in essence, we can become our own internal acupuncturist, if you will, opening up the ley lines. Theta breath. And then the other tones will just come in really, really naturally, and I'll cue them as it happens. Any questions about theta? Subtle. Yeah. And it's not so much about exuding the breath out here, but really receiving it inside. So let's go ahead. Here we are. Here we be. We'll close down our eyes and lift the shoulders to the ears. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. Ooh, a little rock to the left ear, left shoulder, and inhale, gentle to the center. Little rock to the right ear, right shoulder. Just continue this little rocking motion side to side. And as you sway to the left, you might even press the left hand forearm a little deeper into that thigh just for the sway down. And then the right hand forearm. And simultaneously, you're feeling how your sit bones, that thigh, kind of presses gently into the earth. Earth gently presses into you. Yeah, just continue this for a few moments. Relax the jaw, the tongue. And notice how as you soften the tongue, there's a subtle and natural softening through the pelvic floor. And then nice and easy here, yeah, we're just gonna start to circle the pubic bone, right? The tailbone, the sit bones. Continue to kind of release the weight of your body into the earth supporting the weight of your body. And Beth, you can shift that to wherever you want. Rachel, just nice and just switch directions, maybe the head and the neck kind of circles here as well, and you can feel how the skull is connected to the cervical spine. And then breathe in, just lift center, shoulders back and down, and give a little lift to the inner sternum, throat opens. And then exhale, a gentle scoop of the tailbone, belly button slightly back, and then a soft rounding through the back body, chin toward the throat. So let it be a subtle kind of cat-cow pose. So you're not actually kind of pressing into the edges, you're just lifting through the spine and letting the muscular body kind of soften around the movements. Just take that about 2 or 3 more rounds as we tune in and through. Continue to unhook the jaw. One more, if that feels all right to you. And then with our next breath in, the belly expands, lifts center, diaphragm, chest. And then stay here, exhale, settling, settling, settling. Full breath in, let that inhale kind of fill the whole body. And then as you exhale, settle, soften, relax, here, now. 3 more breaths. And I'm sensing through the subtle body, the physical body, the breath, this bridge. Matter meets spirit, spirit, matter. And then notice as you continue to tune in and through where there might be a little stickiness, a little tightness with no judgment, no judgment. We're just going to start to circulate a very gentle theta breath in and through, and there might be some little movements with this breath. Any little stirs. So again, it's like a hiss, but with a TH, like a snake with a lisp. Then really extend the exhale. Take it all the way to the bottom and see if you can exhale a little bit longer. Any sort of internal undulations. Maybe it's like a little brain flossing around the lobes of the brain. Let that cleanse and shimmer, illumination, opening, softening. Let's take that about 4 more rounds. Feel through your bones. It's not so much around what it looks like at all. Just let yourself feel 2 more. Just deepen and broaden your breath. And broadening your awareness from the inside out. And release theta breath. Full and natural breath now, 3 more rounds. And then let yourself feel. Last breath here. Thank you. You just slide the palms together, heart center. Thumbs rest gently to the sternum. And just with your mind's eye, really allow yourself to notice this full body mudra. Just take yourself in. Receive all of you here now. Full participation. And let a single word of intention illuminate naturally into your heart. This intention already manifests now. Preface it with the words, I am the truth of you. And we tone together the mantra Om, Ah, root, O, heart, third eye, 3 rounds, release breath. Breathe in. Thank you. And as we breathe in, let's keep our palms together. Allow the inhale to float your biceps by your ears. Fingertips toward the ceiling, and then interlace your fingers and press your palms toward the ceiling. Offer in a little stretch. And then as we exhale, we're just gonna fan the left ribs open, little sway. And then same exhale, chin toward throat, a little circling through center, then inhale right ribs, opening the throat, little sway upper back. Take that one more round in this direction. So again, it comes from your heart, your core center, and then switch directions, slow it down. There's such a tendency to move so quickly through our bodies, through our experience. And when we can really feel the atmosphere of our existence, we access that much more of our vitality. It's all right here. Inhale, lift center. Exhale, get a soft cactus arm squeeze, and then let the fingertips meet the earth behind you. We're going to straighten the legs in front of us. You can bring blocks under your knees if you like. Hands to the tops of the knees, and exhale, point the toes, and just give yourself a little bow forward. You can even squeeze the toes a little bit with the hands. Then inhale, slide the hands up the shins, above the knees, shoulders back and down, throat opens. And just take this a few rounds, and please notice how the whole body is connected in breath and movement. This alchemy of incarnation. And next time we bow forward, we're just going to stir the toes to the window, that left ear, left shoulder, flex the feet, open the throat, toes to the right, right ear, right shoulder, point the toes, slide the hands down the shins. You can peek up here for a visual, but then just feel into the intuitive movement through your body. And then when you're ready, just switch directions. You got it. One more little circle there. And then as you settle, center, little bow in, stay here, relax the head and neck, give it a little bounce if you like. Jaw, tongue, maybe even a little wiggle through the pelvis. And then just settle into stillness and feel a full breath in. And a full breath out. Notice something soften somewhere. Another breath in. And then a gentle shh. Extend the exhale. 2 more breaths. Now breathing in, a light anchoring of the tailbone, belly button draws back. Round up vertebrae by vertebrae. You can slide the hands up your legs, lift shoulders to ears, and then roll the shoulders back and down and let the fingertips graze through space. A couple more just like that. You can kind of flip the palms, shoulders back and down, head and neck. One more. This time as we exhale, fingertips to the earth behind you. We're going to bend our knees, feet wider than the hips now. Exhale, knees to the left, inner gaze right, and lift the throat if that feels good to you. Then inhale, knees center, scoop the tailbone, chin toward throat, and then take this to the other side. And we'll continue for a few slow motion rounds behind that pace that really supports traveling through all the nooks and crannies with our attention and awareness. Once more on each side. Thank you. Now breathing in, the knees lift center. Breathing out, knees toward the windows. Inner belly scoops to the left. We're going to bring the right hand to the top of the left knee, little peek over the back shoulder. And then go ahead and plant your left hand on the earth. Then the left elbow, maybe a little bow forward, chin toward throat. And then as you straighten the elbow, belly lifts the heart, heart opens, a little opening of the throat. And just explore that for a couple rounds of breath. Maybe that right hand comes to the earth next to your left. Maybe the right hand stays connected to your knee. one more breath here. Good. And as we inhale, we'll straighten that left elbow, we'll sweep the right bicep over our ear. And as we exhale, cactus arm that right elbow, little peak to the sky. And then inhale, drape the bicep over your ear, slide your inner gaze toward the earth. And then again, that cactus arm, exhale. This time we'll bring the right fingertips to the earth behind us. Sweep the knees through center, little kind of rolling through the inner sacrum. And then we'll take that to the other side. Again, the whole body is connected. Breathe in, breathe out, and do a little bowing, a little undulation toward the earth, elbows bend. Again, you're always welcome to peek up here for visual cues, but it's really just feeling through the inner atmosphere of you. Got a couple more breaths here. Little horse lip exhales. Inhale. And then we got that right hand anchored. We sweep the left bicep over our ear. Exhale, cactus arm, little peek to the sky, fingertips. Drape the bicep over the ear, inner gaze toward the earth. Take that one more round. Yeah, and then the left fingertips to the earth, sweep the knees center. And then from here, slide the soles of your feet together. And then just bring the left hand to the earth, a little sit bone walk side to side, and the right hand, and this is just very unique for each of us. And then we're just gonna slide that right bicep over the ear, and then from your belly, a little half moon sway through center, and then we'll take this to the other side, right? And take that a few rounds and really notice that movement kind of come from your pelvic bowl behind the belly button. And then that starts to open the whole torso. Slow it down a little bit. And now the next time we're kind of fanning toward the windows, stay here. We'll slide that right hand behind our head. Press the head gently into your hand, slide your inner gaze to the sky. And then exhale, inner gaze toward the earth and fold the inner arm over your ear like you're gonna plug your elbow toward your knee. And just pulse that a couple rounds of breath. The jaw goes slack, ya, 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 ya. And kind of press the right sit bone toward the earth. One more. And then this time, let's actually just slide that right hand off the side of our head, bring it to the earth next to your left hand. Maybe straighten the elbows, inner scoops to the right. And soft. Maybe there's an internal roll through that right side body spine. Peek over the left shoulder and toward the earth. And then stay here in stillness. We're going to drop in a vibrating breath. So just listen. It's like a Z hum. All the way to the bottom. Exhale a little longer. We've got one more. Silent breath. Belly expands as we breathe in, and then just take your time to walk your hands center, torso center. Stay bowed forward, doesn't matter how far forward. Give it a breath or 3 here. Internal movements, micro stirs. One more. Now breathe in, anchor the tailbone, round up vertebrae by vertebrae. And now at the top of this one, float your biceps by ears, lift, lift, lift. And as we exhale, flip the right palm away from left, right? Right palm to the earth next to you, fan the left wrist open. And now we'll slide the left hand behind our head, press head gently into the hand, little peek to the sky. And then exhale, inner gaze to the earth, roll the inner arm over your ear, and plug the elbow toward the knee. Take that a few rounds of breath. Principle of no hurry, no pause. The rhythm of infinite now. And then this next exhale, let's just gonna slide the left hand off the side of our head, bring it to the earth next to our right. Maybe straighten the elbows. You can anchor the tailbone, or rather anchor the sit bones. Inner belly might do a little scoop. And then just bow deeper in. Perhaps there's a little undulation through the left side body, spine. A little peek over the right shoulder to the earth. And then just stillness with that vibrating breath. 2 rounds. Silent breath here. Belly expands, that's going to support walking the hands, the torso, over the feet. And then maybe a little wiggle in the sit bones, whole spine, head and neck. And then just offer in a couple of full, slow breaths here, and let the body just soften around the breath, inside the breath. Notice, feel our vitality right here, right now. Thank you. And then again, roll up, brand new. This time, slide the hands up the inner shins, the knees, the thighs, hands to the belly, and then just brush around the belly, the sideways, the low back, and then gentle patting, so up and down. Be a little rocking. And now loose fists out our hips. Loose fists in your thighs, let the head and neck be soft, and then take that all the way down the inner legs. And then loose fists right in the inner heels there. Whoa, there, yeah, the jaw. And then take it back up the inner legs. And then soft open palms over the belly. Sideways, go back. And then feel the love pat, go back. And then slowly brush the hands down the outer legs. And really notice what it feels like to receive your own touch. Tops of the feet, little squeeze. Slowly brush up the inner legs. Is there a tendency to rush? And then around the pubic bone, we're bringing the backs of our hands together, and then we slide up midline. And at the top of that, open the arms, soft. And then we're going to float the hands underneath the knees, draw the knees together. And then just give yourself a little hug here. Shoulders back and down, reach through the crown. And as we exhale, inner gaze over the left shoulder, relax the jaw. Inhale, center. Exhale, inner gaze over the right shoulder. And inhale, center. You can stay here or a little scoop and squeeze the heart between the shoulder blades, forehead toward the knees. And then maybe there's a little half moon sway behind the heart here, head and neck, maybe stillness for a single breath. Just receiving the nourishment that is you. Restack spine, shoulders back and down. Yeah. And then from here, we're going to make our way to all fours, but I want to encourage you just to really notice the journey to all fours. I'm gonna use a blanket under my knees for a little padding. Can you be so attuned to all the little stirs and gravitational shifts in these different shapes that we get to explore? We feel the support of earth body, your earth body, water. We tuck the toes. Then we breathe in and we pull the pubic bone back. We slide through to cow stretch, heart forward, jaw. And then we exhale, buoyant elbows, cat stretch, scoop and squeeze, chin toward throat, maybe a little cat paw of the hands. And just take this movement 2 more rounds. Again, we're unhooking the momentum of the mind so you can feel through the fabric of our body. When I say fabric, it's a little slower, a little denser energy. Take that 1 more round. And as we breathe in next, we rotate this through to cow. We're going to switch it up a little bit here. Exhale, lift the knees. Keep the knees bent. Press the belly to the thighs, then straighten the knees, downward facing dog. There. Now breathe in, lift your heels. Bring your knees to the earth. Slide through to cow. And exhale, lift your knees. Press belly to thighs, downward facing dog. We're going to take that movement 1 more round. Breathe in, lift the heels, knees to the earth. Slide through to cow. Exhale, lift the knees, belly to thighs, down dog namaste. When you're ready, bend the right knee deep, press the left heel, left hand. And switch that out. Go ahead and pedal this out for a few rounds. And I encourage you to get into the toe joints of the bent knee foot. You can even roll from the pinky toe to the pointer toe. You might even roll to the toenail side of that foot to catch a little stretch along the metatarsals there. Yeah. And then we'll eventually track the heels toward the earth, pubic bone back. So your full expression here right now, press the earth gently away from you, puff up the armpits, relax the heart, the neck. Give it a full breath in. And a one more. Lift the heels. Bring your knees to the earth. Lengthen the spine and reach the right leg straight behind you. Exhale, point the right toes, track the right knee toward your left armpit. Circle the knee over your heart, under your right armpit, beside you and behind you. Take that 1 more round, just like that. Ball and socket hip joint, ankles, toes, knee. Reach the leg behind you. And then from here, aim the right toes to the right and step the foot beside you hip height. Roll to the outer foot. Breathe in, give it a little cow stretch. Breathe out, little cat stretch. And then to center, so inside your pelvic bowl, a little stir in one direction, it'll ripple through the whole spine. Now the other direction. Now lengthen the spine, breathe in, the right arm sweeps to the sky. And then from here, let's offer a little swirl of the right wrist, the fingers. Then inhale, lengthen, exhale, cactus arm. Same exhale, fan the hand palm up under your left armpit. Give it a little squeeze and reach the arm back to the sky. We're gonna switch it up here. Cartwheel right bicep over ear, pull back in the right waist. Oh. Now fold the right shoulder over your heart. Bring the hand to the earth toward the front of your mat. Flip the left palm. String it underneath the right armpit. If possible, wrap the left hand around the front of the right shin and then rest the back of your head on a block or the earth. Peek underneath your right armpit. Wow. And then from here, if there's space, tiny, tiny pulse of the right knee. Feel that line of energy from the pubic bone to the tummy. Little twist through the belly. If you want, you can explore that Z hum or a hiss or a theta breath or the shh. Good. We have about 2 more breaths here. Then give it a full breath in silence. But we know it's not really silent, the sound of our breath. And then we slide the right palm in front of our forehead for support, unstring the left hand. Left hand under left shoulder, right hand under right shoulder. Yeah. Now breathe in, we'll lift the right leg beside you and then circle the leg behind you. Step the right toes to the pinky side of the left foot. Tuck the toes, straighten the knee, and then a big arc through that right side body as you peek over the left shoulder in little micro movements. Couple of breaths. One more breath. Those are sounds to help unhook the tongue. Breathe in, lift that right leg behind you. And then draw the knee to your forehead. Left toes are tucked. Lift the left knee and the right leg lifts to 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to forehead, up behind the head. Take that just one more round. Thank you. One more 3-legged dog. And then come to down dog and lift the heels and bounce it a little bit. Bounce the knee, chin up and smooth it out now for just a couple of breaths. Yep, one more. Thank you. Now breathe in and lift the heels, bring the knees to the earth. Tops of the feet. Little wag of the hips side to side as you bring your sit bones to your heels. And then rest your forehead either on the earth or a block. And flip your hands palms up. And a gentle breath in. And then a pursed lips exhale like you're blowing through a really skinny straw. One more. And then just breathe into your heart. And then relax everything, just kind of offering into the earth, into you. All right. One more breath. Now breathe in, lift onto all fours. Tuck the toes. And this time it'll be our left leg behind us. Point the left toes, track the left knee toward the right armpit. Circle the knee over the heart under the left armpit, beside you and behind you. One more, just like that. In elbows. Reach the leg behind you, lengthen, and now the left toes to the left. Step the foot beside you, hip height. Roll to the outer foot. Keep a little bend to the knee. Inhale takes us through to cow. Exhale, version of cat stretch. And then we breathe in, lengthen the spine, and let's lift our left arm to the sky. Little swirl of the wrists, the fingers. Exhale, cactus arm squeeze, and then fan the hand palm up under the right armpit. Little heart hug. I love that. Now the arm lifts to the sky. And now we're cartwheeling that left bicep over our ear. Pull back in the left hip. Oh. Now fold the shoulder over your heart. The hand comes to the earth toward the front of your neck. Right hand palm up under the left armpit. You can keep the back of the hand on the earth or wrap the right hand around the front of the left shin. And then bring the head to a block or the earth, kind of peeking underneath or toward underneath that left armpit. Anchor the left big toe, roll to the outer foot and see if there's space to pulse that knee ever so slightly. So you're tracking back in that left pubic bone and then relax the tongue. Aye, 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 aye. And any tonings, silences, whispers, shh. And then a single breath without any sound. Thank you. And then we slide that left palm to the earth closer to our head. That'll support unstringing the right. Right hand under right shoulder, left hand under left shoulder. Breathe in and lift that left leg beside you. Circle the leg behind you. You got it. Step the left toes to the pinky side of the right foot. We'll peek over the left shoulder. So rather the right shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Big arc through that left side body. Breath. There you go. Now we breathe in and that left leg lifts behind us. Point the left toes, knee to forehead. Right toes are tucked. Now lift the right knee and the left leg lifts to three-legged dog. Exhale, slow motion, knee to forehead. One more just like that. Good. Now one more three-legged dog. Come to downward dog. Lift the heels. Bounce the knees. Shake out the head of your neck. Track your heels toward the earth as if you're in a bit of point touch. The heart softens. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more breaths. Thank you. And then start to heel toe your feet to the front of your mat. You scoop the blankets aside along your way and then have blocks handy on either side of the front of your mat. Feet can be about hip distance apart. Keep the knees pretty bent, and then let's actually frame our head with our arms. So opposite elbow crease, opposite hand. And give it a little bounce, a little shake out, a little shimmy. Whatever feels good to you here, just to soften through the spine, the low back, the neck, the jaw. And then eventually just settle here in a bit more stillness. And let go into the support of gravity. Earth body, water body, fire, right, air, space. Now let's keep the arms framing our head. Bend the knees really deep. Curl your tailbone toward the earth like you're plugging in a long root cord. Belly button draws back, turning around the vertebrae by vertebrae, and the arms come up iron up your front body. Then at the top of that, elbows lift to the sky. Bend the knees deep, lift the glute muscles, and then kind of pull the shoulders back and down. So there's a little arcing so the glute muscles can lift here. And then we exhale and we fan the right ribs open. Same exhale, little scoop of the tailbone, chin toward throat. Inhale, pull the pubic bone back, left ribs. And then from here, we open up the sternum. Try that one more round with zero hurry. The knees can be deeply bent. And then the next time the sternum is lifting, the pubic bone back, switch directions. Take it one more round. And breathing in with center, knees are bent. Reach the elbows long. And then a big back stroke of the arms, interlace your hands behind you. Knuckles to the earth, belly lifts to heart, bend the knees deeper. Pull the pubic bone back, bend the knees deeper. And then pull the pubic bone back, lift the glute muscles, maybe a little wag of the tailbone. Maybe torso parallel to the earth. Ooh, now crown to the earth, knuckles to the sky. Slowly straighten the knees without locking them. You slide the kneecaps towards your hips and watch this natural refinement. Kind of the shimmer of life force energy right here, right now. Good, good. We've got 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Now breathing in, we are going to bend our knees deep. See if you can bring your hamstrings and your torso fairly parallel with the earth. Knuckles toward the wall behind you, crown toward the front wall. And then slowly release the hands. We're going to catch a moment of Utkatasana. Then straighten the knees, come all the way up. Palms touch, little back bend. And then exhale, hands slide through prayer. Bend the knees, take a slow bow forward. Breathe in, partway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. This is where blocks might be handy. We're stepping our right foot to lunge. Now, go ahead and bring your right knee to the earth. And then we're just gonna backstroke one arm at a time as we breathe in, breathe out, then dip into the hip flexor. Take that one more round. And then bring the left hand to the right hamstring, right fingertips to the sky. Little peek over the left shoulder, inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel the right hand to the earth or a block. Left arm to the sky, and then lift the right knee. Ooh, give it a breath. Cartwheel the left bicep over your ear. And then take the other block, bring it to the inside of the left foot. Spin your right heel parallel to the back of your mat. Walk your hands a little bit right. Straighten the left knee and bend the right knee. Little pull back in the right sit bone. And then inhale, lift center, straighten the right knee, bend the left knee. Right, take that once more on each side. Zero hurry. Feeling into the current. And then slowly straighten both knees once. And then walk the hands toward the inside of the left foot. Keep the right hand where it is. Peek under the right armpit and wrap the left hand around the front of the right quad. Peek under the right armpit. Pull back a little bit in that pubic bone, sit bones, tailbones. Relax your jaw. Give it a couple breaths. One more. And then left hand to the earth, bend the left knee. Pivot on the ball of the right foot. Hands on either side of the left foot. Ease the right knee to the earth. All good. And slowly just drag that left foot back to the right. Sit bones to the heels. Forehead rests for just 3 breaths here. Little rocking motion side to side. Tailbone, jaw, brain stem. 2 more breaths. Thank you. And then take a little peek between your thumbs. We're going to slither on through to Bhujangasana. And soften with us. 2 more. Press the tops of your feet, your kneecaps and lift. Maybe lift a tiny bit higher here. Tuck your toes. You're welcome to press over your knees or push up your plank. Come into downward facing dog. Settle, feel, notice. You allow our becoming. A couple more breaths. Good, now the breath in carries our right toes to the sky. And just take a peek between our hands. And it is a big step through to lunge. Use our left knee to the earth. Zip up the inner thighs and then a soft backstroke, one arm at a time. A little lifting out of the hip flexor and then dipping into the hip flexor. One more. Jaw is soft. And then eventually right hand to the left hamstring, left arm lifts to the sky. Little peek over the right shoulder, breathe in. And then exhale, left hand to the earth or the walk. Right arm part goes to the sky and then we lift the left knee. Little twist here, breath. And then continue to rotate that right bicep over your ear. I'm going to use a block under my right hand. Maybe you are too. We're going to spin the left heel to the earth parallel to the back of our mat and our hands walk a little bit left. We slowly straighten the right knee. We bend the left knee and then just kind of rock back in that left sit bone a little bit. A little slow. And then breathe in. As you straighten the left knee, can you actually roll through the low back a little bit? So a tiny little cat pulse there. Then bend the right knee. Maybe a little rocking motion, the whole spine. Take that one more time on each side. Strengthening and opening through the psoas, the piriformis. And then start to straighten both knees without locking them. Walk the hands toward the inside of the right foot on the earth. Left hand stays where it is. We slide our gaze under the left armpit as we wrap the right hand around the front of the left quad. Yeah. And then just kind of feel how you can anchor a little deeper in. The knees are straight but not locked, and then just find the breath and taking deeper. Little micro movements. One more breath here. And you just unwind that right hand to the earth, bend the right knee. Hands on either side of the right foot, bring on the ball of the left foot. Bring the left knee to the earth. And then as breath moves you, drive the right foot to the left. Set your blocks aside. And then from here, we're going to keep the hips over our knees and slide our hands to the front of the mat. Track your heart, chin, maybe forehead to the earth. Gentle traction back through the pubic bone and just breathe. And let the breath dissolve any inhibitors. And then from here, we are just going to slide our sit bones to our heels, forehead rests for a moment. Really register this moment. And if it's possible, keep your sit bones at your heels for now and then round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Slide the hands up the thighs. Shoulders roll back and down, crown of your head lifts. Register sensation, illumination. Now scoop the tailbone, belly button back, lift on top of the knees. We're going to tuck the toes and slide our hands to our sacrum, fingertips down. And then press the hips forward. And imagine there's kind of a wall in front of the hips. The tailbone is anchored as you lift the skin of the belly, the diaphragm, the heart, shoulders back and down, the throat. Give it a couple of breaths. Imagine a hand behind your heart, lifting your heart. Oh, one more breath. And then slowly draw a line on the ceiling with your eyes. Restack your spine. Crown of the head lifts. You can slide the hands behind you for a moment. Knuckles toward the earth. Give it a little pulse. Then release the hands, slide them down your thighs to the earth. And then slightly in front of your shoulders here, and we come right into downward facing dog.
Holy wow, we found a max down dog in this class. Tiny wag inside your sacrum. Let that shine the sacrum. And then we breathe in and the left toes lift to the sky. Press a little bit beyond. Whew. And a big step through to lunge, and the right foot follows. Hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the heels, bend the knees, come into a little squat. And then as comfortable, maybe hands slide heart center. Shoulders relax. Jaw is soft. And we just hold a steady gaze in the earth in front of us, and we receive the gaze of Ma Earth. Holy vibration of existence. Hands open and reaching the arms out in front. Little counterbalance here, heels, sit bones to the earth. Ooh. And then a gentle scoop of the tailbone. And then we're just gonna round down vertebrae by vertebrae. Gonna spread the spine as long as possible here. Reach your biceps by your ears, stretch the legs long. Deep breath in, press, reach, stretch. Exhale, hug the knees to the heart, lift the forehead to your knees. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Press beyond the body, within the body. Oh, and then exhale, big old squeeze. Now stay here. And then you can bring your head to the earth. And then any final movements you might kind of circle the knees on the ceiling to rotate around your sacrum. You might come into a twist. Yeah, just really listening through the wisdom of you and knowing that each body in this room has information for your body. It supports the unhooking, the revealing, the dissolving into vitality. The power of our shared breath and our shared intention, presence here now, enlivening through and beyond. Yeah. Maybe you want to reach the legs toward the ceiling and the arms toward the ceiling and give everything a little shake out. And then once you do kind of land into your final relaxation, explore a couple rounds of that theta breath. And you can really just kind of stir it around the whole body, or maybe there's specific areas. Take it all the way to the bottom. Keep exhaling. If anybody needs an extra prop or support, just gesture to me. And as you land in your Shavasana,
settle. Now stick with me for just a moment here. Really notice where your body meets earth body, where earth body meets your earth body. Right, where skin melts into muscle, muscle melts into bone, melts into earth. And then we're just going to drop a very subtle into these meeting points. It's like we just let ourselves be super saturated. 2 more. Just kind of dissolving through the ripple of vibrations. Remember your intention, and as you breathe in, draw it right into the center of your heart as a color, vibration, and then a gentle exhale through your whole body in all directions at once, and just really receive the shimmer of that color. 2 more. And then preface this word with the truth of you, I am. 1 more round. And Just feel the weight of your body completely held and whole. This kind of deepening expansion inside and all around. And we notice that we can meet this with a little bit of movement here, fingers and toes. We get to interact through embodiment. Head sways gently. You notice all the little ripples of sensation along the way. And then just kind of imagine even moving in a way that you've never quite moved before, and without any hurry, just kind of move in that way now. Maybe it's more of an internal imagining. Maybe let that bend your knees and kind of roll to one side. And again, doing this a little differently than you have before. Leaning into the support, that support effortlessly leans into you as you make your way to a seat. Whichever leg you might normally bring in front, please do just the opposite. With our hands palms up on our knees, let's just close our eyes down and let ourselves really notice our baseline now. The root of the tongue, the root of your nose, your ears, your eyes, root of your skin, touch. The palms to cover your eyes for a moment, register. And let the hands brush over your crown, back of your head, back of your neck, the sides of your neck, your jaw. And then sliding hands over throat, heart, center here. Now, received, receiving, received. Let us tone together a single Om. We'll seal our practice. Please release your breath. Please breathe in. And in the sense of kind of leaning back into yourselves, soft, relaxed here. Let the eyes blink open, a little blurry at first, soft. The root of the eyes, and let the light inside meet the light all around you. And our practice is complete. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all so much for your presence, sharing your breath and wisdoms. I'm here if there's any comments, any questions. We've got a lot of wonderful, wonderful offerings here at Harper Yoga Center, so I encourage you to take a peek at the website. We've started to offer Shirodhara bodywork here. It's this amazing kind of Ayurvedic bodywork where it's warm oil on the third eye. You lay there, and this lovely lady, not to draw too much attention to Beth, but Beth is here. Yeah, she's one of the therapists, but it just like is so cleansing and purifying for the mind, for the whole body. I think sessions are probably, I'm not quite sure, but look on the website, it's wonderful. And then we've got other bodywork modalities offered here as well. Thank you so much.
reaching